Myself, Sharoda Chatterjee, the academic coordinator and the head of the Department of Business Administration, wants to introduce today's session. So I would like to welcome all the respected delegates of today's session on leveraging technologies on post-COVID lockdown era. In this era of rapid digital transformation, new technology has opened up several opportunities and created challenges, fundamentally transforming customer experiences, operating models, and working environments. Today's structured session was divided into three categories: introduction, presentation, and conclusion. So henceforth, I would like to introduce Kaberi Banerjee, HOD of BCA department. Professor Banerjee has several years in academic experience, and now she will give her introduction presentation in front of you. Professor Banerjee, please proceed.
Thank you, Coordinator Madam. Good afternoon to all. I am very glad to get the opportunity to explore the topic, that is leveraging technologies in post-COVID lockdown era. I want to present some slides. A slide, please. The COVID-19 crisis is an unparalleled one in history of mankind and caught the entire world by a big unpleasant surprise. Epidemic, rather pandemic, has been hazard to the human race in pleasant time. During the situation, we all are learning the new way of fighting and managing such unexpected diseases. Technology cannot prevent the onset of the pandemic, but it can help to prevent the spread, educate people, warn and empower those on the ground to make aware of the situation, and offers us noticeable lesson of the impact. By using some coveraging technologies like mobile, cloud, analytics, robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, it has been possible to test several innovative approaches to the pandemic response. Digital tools are very crucial today, and there is an urgent need to shift the focus on investing in emerging technology, build a long-term thoughtness. While it is still unclear how long the crisis will last, focus must on using technologies to do things in new, improved ways. Now, here are some canon of next slide. Here are some canon of digital transformation that need to over detail into all over digital strategies. Some digital strategies are: the first one is increased automation. With social distancing becoming the norms of business, will need to automate their operation as much as possible. Automation is always very important to enhance productivity, ensuring superior quality of product while keeping costs under control. Further, the robotics process automation helps in providing customer experience by application and application-based solution. Next one is connecting things. When the coronavirus crisis hit, the market of IoT, that means Internet of Things application, has just increased from 13% in 2014 to about 25% in 2019 and as on. The worldwide number of IoT, that is Internet of Things connected device, was projected to increase 43 billion in 2023. Now, cloud and edge computing. As Internet of Things device become more powerful and widespread, businesses are preferring to bring compute and analytics power close to where the data is, making and clear case of edge computing. Now, that is the artificial intelligence and machine learning. Artificial intelligence is skilled that identifying pattern from big data, and this aspect clarifies how it is significant managing the coronavirus. The feature of artificial intelligence applications such as projecting, analytics, natural language processing, speech recognition, image recognition, video analytics, and chatbots are not only helping the healthcare workers, but also track the spread of pandemic and monitor the vaccine development. The next one is augmented reality and virtual reality. With several lockdown and significant chunks of the global workforce working from their houses. So technologies such as augmented reality and virtual reality can derive remote collaboration and build some new thoughtness. So COVID-19 is not a short-term crisis. The pandemic has highlighted the need of the innovative way of managing business and new strategies that organization must organize to ensure and even address for future challenge. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Professor
Over
Banerjee.
to you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Banerjee, for your well-depicted lecture. So, dear participants, basically COVID-19 is the most vibrant issue in today's dynamic world, which has encouraged technology innovations that are constantly changing our world every now and then. Hence, it can be formulated like this. Today's dynamism leads to enriched technology. Fine. Hence, I'm later on passing on to the next session. I'm very happy to announce that our next session will be chaired by our beloved students of the BCA department, who are really the precious resources of our esteemed institution. Fine. Our first presenter of today's session is Shoykot Pal, student from BCA 6th semester. So Shoykot, please proceed.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shoykot Pal, and I am BCA 6th semester student. Today on this webinar, I have chosen a topic to discuss with you, that is technological services and its changing roles in post-COVID lockdown era. With the technologies, we can survive many things and many situations like this time around. So I am sharing my view on this topic with the PPT presentation. So here's the introduction. So first of all, the world has gone through a very tough and critical situation in past 2-3 months. Almost overnight, the needs of organizations and workforces have changed so much for that. Who would have predicted even in late 2019 that a large part of the world would be under voluntary lockdown? It is true that the trend of remote working had been steadily increasing in last few years. But COVID-19 has changed the situation like never before, both in India and around the world. To adapt to this unprecedented situation, more and more business globally are adopting the concept of home office and or work from home, and employees are taking to work remotely. So move on to the next slide. So these are the new factors. First, for engineering services, companies used to working on customer side or in R&D lab, means research and development lab. Working from home is an altogether new trend, and the industry had to take into consideration multiple aspects of sensitivities while migrating to the new normal. Move on to the next slide. So these are the steps for research and development. So the first step towards moving to a work from home, the environment would virtualizing the R&D experience. The second step is to bringing the R&D lab experience to the customer's home. Digital clones can be created of labs, which are then showcased to customers by taking them through a virtual walkthrough. The third step, of course, security and safety. Encrypted hard disks are essential. Securing and monitoring ports and access through VPN are some necessary steps. Data protection is a must in today's uncertain times, where cybercrime is on the rise. Of course, basic rules have to be religiously followed, which include mandatory NDA declaration by employees, changing passwords periodically, regular software upgrades, and avoiding doing personal work or sharing personal information through company-enabled workstation. I came to the fourth step, which is that the current situation of extreme work from home migration, not just in India, but snapping all geographical continents, had made the senior leadership of organizations in US and the Europe. Move on to the next slide. So now these are the importance of technology. First, virtual games through new apps like Skype are being used by terms to unwind and play games jointly from home. Second, nowadays for students, online classes are taken by some apps like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, etc. In few years back, only Skype are using for taking long distance classes or chatting with customers for business purpose. Third, of course, social networking sites like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, etc. are playing the major role to connecting people across the globe. And fourth one, the now payments are done by Paytm, Google Pay, etc., which gives us very easy way to do that. No doubt, technology is both an enabler and savior in these turbulent times by successfully connecting people across the globe and following people to undertake complex projects from the comfort of their armchair. Staying indoors for a while in the grand scheme of things is a small price to pay to ensure safety for all. So use the technology to make this unique experience and also a memorable one. So thank you for giving me a chance to speak about this topic on this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Shoikat. Wonderful. So from your session, actually it can be added that technology nowadays is must for all. So in this relation, I wanted to share a micro data with you all participants. 55% of today's business strategy adopted digital transformation or digital strategy in comparison with 38% of the traditional enterprises. COVID pandemic has accelerated few tech trends like digital payments, telehealth, and robotics. Now in this connection, I would like to invite my next presenter, Piyush Pandey of BCA 4th semester. Please, Piyush, proceed.
Hello. Yeah, very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Piyush Pandey, and I am from BCA 2nd semester representing a topic named Fast Tracking Digital Transformation in Companies. So now I would like to represent my topic with the help of a PPT presentation. So ma'am, please my PPT. Yeah. At first I would like to introduce what is digital transformation in companies. Necessity is the mother of invention. Coronavirus forced many around the world to rethink our daily lives, from work to school to entertainment. In response to travel bans, school closures, and recommendations to not gather in large groups and keep our distance from fellow humans to limit the spread of the virus, many people turn to digital tools to keep some semblance of normality. It's been imperative to digitally transform our places of work and education to be able to operate effectively. Those companies able to use technologies well to keep going and rethink their business model for the future by fast tracking digital transformation will be once ahead of their competition. So there are several points which are mentioned below for the fast tracking digital transformation in company. The first one is ability to work from home. According to a survey, 1/3 of people in the United States worked from home before the pandemic, before coronavirus. Twitter and other large organizations encourage their employees to work from home, and other companies such as Google and many other were building remote working policies in the event they needed to shift work from home. Then coming to my next point, telehealth. Before the now I want to introduce what is telehealth and why it is beneficial. Before the COVID-19 outbreak, there was some progress made in telemedicine. However, public health officials are pushing healthcare system to expand their telemedicines through smartphones and other tools. Now moving to my next topic, remote learning. As COVID-19 spread throughout countries, school and universities began to turn virtual learning options. Many universities decided to switch the rest of the semester's work to online learning only, and some closed campuses to contain spread of the virus. While many universities had experience with virtual learning and were better prepared for the shift, the majority of the education organizations are not really set up for online classes. Event going virtual, my next topic, along with many in-person conferences being cancelled worldwide in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. Some are switching them to virtual events. Now moving to my next slides, please. Yeah. My next important topic is technology. Technical tools used by the company. At first, what is technology? Remote working and learning is easier for all with cloud meeting and team collaboration. Tools such as Tencent, WeChat Work. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, many technologies companies are rolling out tools that can support companies and organizations when going remote for extended trial periods or for lower fees. As for example, it is given below, such as Google, Microsoft Teams, video conferencing provider Zoom, Cisco WebEx, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SlideShare, YouTube. This all we know. And now moving to my next slide, please. Yeah. My next subtopic is amplification of new technologies. At first, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a type of intelligence that is used by machines to think and perform work. It is also called machine learning. It helps in digital transformation in companies. Now, big data. Big data is also data, but with a huge size. Big data is a term used to describe a collection of data that is huge in volume and yet growing exponential with time. There are some benefits of big data. Business can utilize outside intelligence while taking decisions. Improved customer services can also be applied. Early identification of risk to the product, services, if it can be. Better operational efficiency. Now moving to next one, blockchains. Blockchains are generally used in smart contract, financial services, video games, energy trading, supply chain, etc. Now moving to the next one, Internet of Things. Internet of Things has big startup potential. Additionally, the Internet of Things will benefit all type of business by reinventing industries on 3 levels. Business process, digital technology will improve product and services, provide customers solution, and deliver a better customer experience. So this was amplification of new technology. Now moving to my next slide, please. Yeah. Now it is conclusion. There are 4 main conclusions. So at first, positively force the digitization. We should make a way to be digitalized and start the work from home. Second one, realizing the importance of digital transformation. Digital transformation in today's pandemic became a source of communication for different sectors, ensuring continuity of digital infrastructure and services. Digitally, everything is becoming advanced day by day. So we should utilize it and make digital working land. Establishing trust in a digital world. We should make belief to be digitalized, to become safe and to work smart from home. So thank you all of you for listening to me. Thank you.
Well, Piyush, being a second semester BCA student, Piyush Pandey wonderfully portrayed the aspects of leveraging technology in today's world under this post-COVID-19 era. So next I would like to invite our third presenter, Bhumika Das from BCA 4th semester. Please Bhumika, go ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Bhumika Dash from BCA 4th semester. I am going to discuss about a topic that is ways in which technology helps in pandemic management in post-COVID-19 lockdown era. So now I want to share a PPT presentation. So here, a small introduction about this. In today's world, epidemics and pandemics are threatening us, but in each and every outbreak, we are learning new ways of fighting to overcome this situation. As the world is becoming more advanced, so with technologies like mobile, cloud, 4G, 5G, internet, etc., that can also play a vital role. Moving to the next slide. In this slide, I have listed some areas where technology plays a key role. My first point is fighting misinformation. It's about the number of fatalities, diagnoses and treatment options, vaccines, medicines, government policies, etc. creates more panic and anxiety among the people. In order to reduce the panic movement, the online sites like Google, Facebook, YouTube, etc. guide people to the right way. What WHO, World Health Organization, or local authorities and government have already published. Arogya Setu app can be downloaded from Google Play Store, which is launched by Government of India for safety of people. Second comes finding drugs and vaccines to prevent the disease. The world is now desperate to find the proper drug, and AI, artificial intelligence, is becoming an enabler to make the process faster. Then comes increasing traceability and transparency by sharing data. Several groups are using trending technology like TikTok video, social media site information, and even telecom operators like Jio, BSNL, Airtel, etc. are using caller tunes to spread awareness. My fourth point is for pandemic management. Big data analytics can help in quickly identifying the infected individuals. It can track who they have come in contact with and so on. With facial recognition technology along with data can help to identify people wearing masks also. My last point is temperature monitoring. The wireless thermometer guns and similar products like infrared body temperature measuring devices have become the most important medical equipment and are used in checkpoints of offices, airports, hotels, hospitals, train stations, shops, etc. So moving to the next slide. In this slide, there are some trending technologies and their benefits in our life. The contactless movement and deliveries through autonomous vehicles is also important. Even drones and robots are used for food delivery, grocery, tracking population, carrying test kits, etc. Remote working technologies that support social distancing and maintaining business community. Due to the pandemic threat, the working from home is issued. In this scenario, technologies that enable secure access of data, virtual meetings, cloud conferencing to ensure deliverables are not impacted. Remote working is a blessing to avoid gathering and do our official work without hampering others. So moving to the next slide. At last, I conclude that today's world is in greatest risk. A third world war is going on without any social declaration. The COVID-19 has shown us the real face of our current situation. What we actually need is preparation to fight back. Thank you everyone for giving me the chance to participate in this webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bhumika, very much. Thank you for your wonderful views. Now, the next phase of the session will be chaired by our Principal Sir. Dr. Shubir Ghosh, our Principal Sir, and the principal of Nopani Institute of Management Studies. He completed his PhD from the Central University of Nagaland. He has 20 years of academic experiences and he has lots of publications. So now I would request Dr. Ghosh to please proceed with the session. Please, sir.
Good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to welcome all the participants, those who have joined in this webinar. Some students, our colleague faculty members and some outsiders also have joined here. So I would like to welcome them. And then after that, I would like to congratulate the student speakers. They have presented very well the sessions, the topics, whatever they have chosen. Anchor, and after that, Anchor, our academic coordinator, madam, or all faculty members, they have coordinated to make this program successful. And the concluding remarks also of the faculty members should be making the total conclusion of all the sessions. So as far as the technologies are concerned, that it is actually urgent need at this hour. So this COVID-19 has made this need very much urgent. So that is why we all are now moving into the technologies. This shift from traditional system to technological movement. This is nothing but a paradigm shift. So we are moving towards technologies. This system was prevailing in the economy. This system was already there in the economy or in our practice, but we were not habituated to do this much, or we were not applying this technology this much. If we look into this sector like education sector too, previously before this COVID-19, the students were there in the college classroom, physical classroom, the students were in the schools. Now we had to move to the online classes and all. This is just movement from traditional system to non-technological system to the technological movement. This is a movement from traditional to the technological. We are utilizing these technologies much. Then if we look into those that have been already highlighted in our student speaker, like this nowadays, groceries and some other this food supplying system, those everywhere in every system we are now utilizing the technologies. So the leveraging technology is an urgent need at this hour. And if we look into the job opportunities aspects also, since everything is moving into the technologies, so the technological aspects are in need at this hour. Therefore, the students, mainly for the computer science students or some other students also, everywhere these technological aspects are including in the curriculum also. So the students, those who are taking into the courses like artificial intelligence, machine learning, automations, those are now in use actually for operation of every aspects of the life. Therefore, it is an urgent need. It is very much important in our daily life, and this has much importance in today's reality. That is why this seminar in this aspect, since technologies are in need, so it is very much required, and I believe that this selection of this topic is very much important in this today's scenario, mainly that has taught this pandemic COVID-19, and that will have massive use or application after the COVID-19 through. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Principal Sir. Thank you for your wonderful view. So after getting a vivid picture of today's technological setting, it can rightly be focused on the juxtaposed aspects of COVID-19. The juxtaposition reflects two aspects. In one way, COVID is disrupting us, the Indians. Rather, the whole nation, the whole world is suffering from COVID-19. Whereas, on the other part, COVID-19 leads the way of technological development and enhancement. Thank you, sir. Well, now we are in the last phase of our session, that is the concluding session. So in this session, I would like to invite Professor Mahendra Srivastav. I would first of all let me introduce him, then he will start the session. Professor Srivastav is the Assistant Professor of Nopani Institute of Management Studies. His subject is Mathematics and Statistics. He is having more than 6 years of academic experience and 2 years of industrial experience. So now I would like to invite Professor Srivastav to give his concluding speech for this session. Please, Professor Srivastav, if you can.
Thank you, madam, for this lovely introduction and providing me the opportunity to conclude this session. Good evening to all. It has been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to present my perspective before you all. As per today's topic, leveraging technology in the post-lockdown era. In the post-COVID-19, the world will get a new avenue to digitalize itself purely. The impact of the pandemic have a diverse effect on each and every sector of the economy. It is being properly structured from the words of Kaveri Banerjee that progress many of the basic computing and information technologies has been rapid in recent years, and these technologies will help in the post-lockdown era. The literal meaning that already cropped up from the presentations of Bhumika Das from BCA 4th semester, C can be summed up like this as, first one is use of artificial intelligence. We know that by the use of artificial intelligence, it will help to personalize the learning experience for every student. By the use of artificial intelligence, it can easily share and store information, and it is also easier collaboration and gives more control over learning strategies. And by the help of artificial intelligence, it helps to develop our technical skills. Now, secondly, it was aptly noted that from both the presentations of Piyush Pandey and Soikat Pal, that is the power of digital engagement. We know that by the help of leveraging technology, the power of digital engagement, that is adopting digital tools like website design, digital conferences, and webinars to connect many people at one time. And by the help of leveraging technology, students' online classes are conducted by some applications like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and also online payments are done by Paytm and Google Pay. It will also done by the help of leveraging technology. Moreover, we gain deep insight from the views of the principal sir. In his view, information technology helps businesses, governments, and individuals to increase their efficiencies and effectiveness. Hence, we can conclude that leveraging technology has become a crucial aspect in the post-lockdown era. Thank you to all the three speakers for your expertise, and thanks to you for joining us. Now it's the time for vote of thanks on this webinar. I am honored and lucky to have the opportunity to give a vote of thanks on this webinar. I would like to thank all those organizing teams, teachers, and staff members. Finally, I again want to thank the principal sir, coordinator madam, guests, and students for participating in this webinar. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Over to coordinator madam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Srivastav. Thank you for this session. The lecture is very important. It's really a great reason, and Professor Srivastav has shared all his opinions are for students and also society. Technology can help to make society more resilient in face of pandemic and other threats. So in totality, it can be said that the upcoming portfolio of the whole world converted to digital portfolio, which needs more innovation, parallel thinking, and avenues for its enhancement. Well, hope all of you have enjoyed this session, and at the last, I would like again to thank to our respected director, Madam to our principal sir. Thanks to all the staff members of Nopani Institute of Management Studies. And last but not the least, I wanted to give my courteous congratulations and thanks to all my beloved students, without whom this session would not be a complete one. Okay, now an important announcement to all. In the chat box, the Google form is being provided for the quiz. Please fill up the quiz in the Google form and to get your e-certificate. Thank you to all.
Thank you, madam. Thank